Welcome and thank you for supporting immigrants and refugees through the citizenship programs of the City of Seattle and community partners. My name is David Chen and I'm a Seattle resident who is also proud to be a naturalized American citizen. This is part of a series of short training videos to help you prepare to volunteer for citizenship workshops. There may be other videos to watch to prepare for your role. If so, please check your email confirming your registration to this event or refer to the event website. This video will help you learn about the benefits of being a U.S. citizen and who is eligible for citizenship. We will also cover the steps needed to become a citizen. This video is to provide you with basic information, but please do not give advice to a participant unless you are an attorney. If you are an immigration attorney or a volunteer experienced with the N-400 form, you can skip this video segment and go on to the others in this series. The City of Seattle is a welcoming place for all immigrants and refugees and has reaffirmed its commitment to respect the dignity of all its residents regardless of status. As part of this commitment, the city prioritizes programs and services that strengthen communities. You may be surprised to learn that as you are watching this, tens of thousands of people living in our region are likely eligible for citizenship. The New Citizen campaign was created to make it easier for eligible legal permanent residents to get on the path to citizenship. There are many benefits to becoming a U.S. citizen. Having the right to vote, getting a U.S. passport, which makes travel so much easier and reduces restrictions on how long you can live or travel outside the U.S., having access to government jobs, public benefits, and scholarships, being able to sponsor family members to immigrate to the U.S. and eventually become citizens, and most importantly, not having to fear deportation. To apply, a person needs to be a lawful permanent resident, a green card holder. Even when a person is eligible, there are many barriers that may keep them from pursuing citizenship. The first is cost. In 2017, the fee to file for citizenship is $725, and legal fees can start at $1,000. Secondly, many people are anxious about the tests, which cover both English language skills and American history and civics. Citizenship and English classes are often full, and people do not know where to get help. Finally, many people find the process confusing or overwhelming. With your help, we can provide free services and help make this process much easier. There are several requirements to becoming a U.S. citizen. The basic criteria are: first, anyone applying for citizenship must be at least 18 years old. They need to have been a lawful permanent resident or a green card holder for at least 5 years. If they are married to a U.S. citizen, that time is reduced to 3 years. They must have been physically present in the United States for at least half of the last 5 years. They must have a basic understanding of English and knowledge of U.S. history and civics. They must be willing to take an oath of loyalty to the United States. They must demonstrate that they are a person of good moral character. This can be more difficult if they have a criminal history or haven't paid taxes or have been stopped by an immigration officer, as well as other circumstances. If a person meets all these requirements, they can go through the application process. There are 4 steps to the application process. First, they file the N-400 form with the Department of Homeland Security. This is a 20-page application that asks for details on the applicant's background, employment, travel outside the United States, criminal history, and more. At our workshops, we help applicants determine if they are eligible and then assist them with completing this form. Experienced volunteer attorneys review the applications to make sure the requirements are met and to give the applicant the best possible chance of success. Second, once the applicant gets a notice that their N-400 has been received, they go to the local immigration office to be fingerprinted and photographed as part of their background check. This is referred to as the biometrics step in the process and takes place a few months after the application is filed. Third, once their background check is processed, they are scheduled for an interview with an immigration officer. As part of the interview, the officer tests their ability to speak, read, and write English, and their knowledge of U.S. history and civics. The civics exam consists of 10 questions from a list of 100 questions that cover U.S. history and government topics, and the applicant needs to get 6 correct. This interview generally takes place 6 to 9 months after the application is filed, depending on how many other applications are waiting. Finally, If they pass the interview, they participate in a naturalization ceremony and take the oath of allegiance to the United States. These are all the steps required, but there are a couple of key exceptions you might want to be aware of. First, let's discuss the English requirement. This can be one of the most daunting parts of the process. It is recommended that the applicant should be able to converse with the immigration officer in English at about a 4th grade level and read and write a couple of sentences dictated by the officer from a set list of vocabulary. There are some exemptions to the English requirements for applicants who are above a certain age and have had green cards for a certain duration. If applicants meet these conditions, they may be able to take the test in their native language. Please refer questions about the English requirement to an experienced immigration volunteer. In addition, applicants with certain medical conditions or disabilities may not have to take the English or civics tests at all. Because disability waivers are a very strict, complex process, we don't handle these within our workshops. Instead, we refer applicants needing a disability waiver to our partner organizations for further help. We hope this brief overview helps you understand the complexities of the citizenship process. Thank you again for your interest in helping our friends and neighbors become U.S. citizens.